All right, ladies, it's our second HIIT day. So this is HIIT Like a Girl, number 2 of 2, okay? So if you have missed the in-person one, you're gonna do this one this week and next week. For those that did do the in-person one, this is the video for the next week. You do it on your own. Let's get right into it. It's gonna take about 35 minutes. This one's a bit more intense than the first week, but you're a bit stronger than the first week, so let's get it. We're gonna start. Remember that you're going to need your own music, a mat, probably some water. I have my water handy today. So you fill the background noise with whatever music you would like to listen to on your end. Let's get it. We're gonna go to the mat to start 4 exercises off the bat. We're gonna start with a cat-cow. So on your hands and knees, I want you to arch your back, making a little lowercase u with your back, looking up towards the ceiling. And then you're gonna round your back, exhaling and making a nice horseshoe shape with your body. So you inhale as you look up towards the ceiling, taking in some fresh air from above. Exhale and blow it into your stomach, rounding your back as much as you can. Squeeze your butt, push through your shoulders. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling, arch your back, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, round your back. Good, couple more. Finish up the one you're on. And we're in the same position for the second exercise. So bring your spine back to a neutral position. We're gonna do those thread the needles that we did last week in our workout. You're gonna bend your elbow, reaching your opposite arm across to thread the needle. You can try to get your shoulder all the way to the ground. And then you're gonna come up and extend, exposing your chest to the opposite wall. Remember to keep that shoulder externally rotated, palm faces away from you. So thread the needle, reach across. Remember to keep this hand directly under your shoulder, bending the elbow to get deeper. Don't move this hand out. Keep it right under the shoulder. Reach and extend. Good. After the first couple, nice and slow, you can go a little faster. Stay in control the whole time. Reach across, turning the head towards the ceiling to get a deeper stretch. As you come back up, extend all the way through that elbow, exposing your chest to the opposite wall. We're gonna switch sides. Go ahead and switch sides. Keep your hand directly under your shoulder. Reach across, bending at the elbow. Ooh, some cracking. Come up and extend at the top. Good, reach across. Extend, again, keeping that palm facing away from you so your shoulder is externally rotated. A couple more. Finish up the one you're on. And we're gonna take it to a half kneeling position. We're familiar with this position at this point. I'm gonna turn so you can see. We did this stretch last time where we did a hamstring stretch straight out in front of us. This time I'm gonna have you take this leg and put it slightly off center. You're gonna reach down just as we did for the hamstring stretch, but you're gonna feel that more on the inside of your leg this time. As you come back up, flex your hip forward so you get a stretch in the hip flexor. By putting our leg off center, we're changing the angle in which you feel the stretch. So we flex at the top and go back into it. You do not need to reach very far to feel a very effective stretch. As long as you're feeling that stretch, you're going far enough. And come back up. A couple more on this side. Reach and extend. One more. Reach and flex at the top. Good, we're gonna switch sides. So I start by half kneeling, making sure everything's in line. Send your leg out and move it out to the side. It's okay if that takes a little bit of balance. Do the same thing on this side. One side may be tighter than the other. Flex. So we reach, flex. Here we go. Couple more. You want to feel that stretch on the inside of your leg, on the straight leg, and as you come up to the front, you're going to feel your hip flexor as you flex underneath your body. Last one, and flex. Good. Last one of this circuit, we're going to go into that prone stretch that we were doing for the groin, where we're like so, the frog stretch. And then we are going to push through your feet and get your hips into the air, making sure your knees open up. We're going to pulse from here. These are called frog pumps. So join me, ready? It's okay, you're doing these in your living room, no one's around to see you. That's why we don't do this stuff at the gym. Keep your feet together, knees are open. Push up into that position at the top and pulse. Pulse, pulse. Keep going. Five, four, three, 2, 1. Rest. You'll feel that in your glutes, your groin, lower body focused, obviously. We're going to go, so we did the cat-cow just to start to warm everything up. We're now going to go right back into thread the needle. This is the warm-up round, so I'm not giving you any rest. You'll get rest afterwards. Ready? Back to thread the needle on your hands and knees. We'll go a little bit faster through these since it's the second time through. Lace your hand through hand, opposite knee. Reach across. Come up and extend. Number 2, here we go. Couple more. You'll feel the second time you have an increased range of motion. Work with that. Switch sides. Here we go. We reach and extend. Reach and extend. Good. Finish the one you're on. And bring it back to that half kneeling position. Leg goes out to the front, extend out straight and kick it off to the side. We're gonna reach down, feeling that stretch in the inside of your leg. Flex forward to feel that stretch in your hip flexor. So we reach and flex. Here we go. One more. And switch sides. Bring it back to half kneeling. Extend out. Kick that leg out to the side. Ready? Reach. Ooh, this is definitely my tighter side. Flex. Reach. Flex. Good. Getting deeper here. Hopefully you are too. Couple more. And rest. Good work. Last one we're going to go into is those frog pumps, okay? So we start in that frog stretch where our feet are together, knees are opening up on your back. Push through your feet to get your hips into the air. You won't raise obviously as high as a bridge. Just get off the ground and pump from here. Go. A pulsing movement. Keeping your knees open wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. That's the warm up. Grab water if you need to. Strip a layer if you need to. The next one I'm going to go over before we start. So we're going to do all three movements in the same circuit. We're going to add to those inchworms. We're going to put 2 movements that you've become familiar with together, actually. So you're going to start at the end of your mat. You do not have to join me, although you can if you want to practice the movement. You're going to inchworm out into a plank and bring your leg to the outside of your hand. So we're putting this together kind of as a movement flow, and then we're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. Remember that you're opening up your chest towards the bent leg, so you'll feel the stretch in the outside of that hip. You bring it back down, switch sides, bring the other leg up, rotate into the bent leg, return to the plank, and inch back to standing. Remember to slightly bend the knees as you drive up to stand up. We're gonna do 3 of those. After that, we'll go start at one end of your, well, you'll start in the middle of your mat. We're gonna do this. We're gonna step to one side and balance, step and balance. This is the regression, back and forth. The progression is to hop over and hop up. Hop over and hop up. How far you can hop depends on how much you feel like you're in control. I don't want you hopping so far that you're like falling over, okay? So even if it's just a little hop, that's fine. We want to find your balance before coming up, over, up. Remember, all of these are timed. Last one of this circuit, we were doing those tap backs, right? Where we step and we're staying stable on the leg that stays underneath you. Now we're gonna come back, bring your arm up and pull your knee up. So this is gonna take quite a lot more balance. As you see me falling over, you're gonna reach up. I want you to think about this really aggressively, like you're like kneeing someone in the head because you need that power to come into your core. You're gonna reach and you can make that noise, it's okay, no one's around. Reach and flex. We're gonna do all one side and then halfway through we'll switch and do all the other side, all right? This one, sorry, the screen's going dark. This one is definitely gonna get your heart rate going. So take your time in the first round, getting used to the movements. Ready? Start at the edge of your mat. We're going inchworm into the world's greatest stretch. Begin, inch out into that plank. Bring your leg up to the outside of your shoulder. Rotate into that bent leg. Return, switch legs. All the way up. Bring the leg back to the inchworm and the plank and inchworm back to standing. That's one. Let's do that 2 more times. Go, inch out. High plank. Bring your leg up. World's greatest on one side. And then the other. Return to the plank. Push your hips into the air. Inch back to standing. That's 2. Here we go. Last one. You're going fast through these. Inch back to standing, letting those knees bend at the top of the movement to drive through your legs to stand up. Woo, good work. From that standing position, we're gonna go from those ice skaters, okay? So you can step, step, or you can hop, hop. Each time you get here, you're either raising your arms up or jumping up, okay? Ready? Take it slow at the start. Go, hop over, reach up. Hop over, reach up. Or hop over, hop up. Here we go. Almost there, almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it back to that home base where we were doing those tap outs, right? The squat tap backs. Now we're gonna drive your knee. Ready? Arm up, leg back. Opposite leg, go. Up. Crunch, but make sure the leg under you stays stable. Not many of these per side. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Ready? Arms up. Leg back, go. Solid exhales here so you get the power from your leg and your abs. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. I told you that'd get your heart rate going. I'm timing your rest. We have 30 seconds before we do that again. If you need longer, obviously you can just pause the video, but we want to keep this high intensity. Grab some water, we're about halfway there. We're going to start again with the inchworms into the world's greatest. The movement flow. Come to your mat. Let's begin round 2. Inch out into that high plank. Once you're there, bring a leg up to the outside of your shoulder. Rotate into the bent leg. Bring it down. Bring the other leg up. Here we go. Inch back to standing. Stand all the way up so you get full function out of your hips. And inch right back into it for number 2. Inch back to standing. Come on, try to keep up here. Push yourselves. Third one, inch out. World's greatest on one side, and then switch sides. Return to your high plank. Push your hips into the air. Inch back to standing. Those go so fast, sometimes. All right, we have our ice skaters with a hop or with a reach, right? Ready? Go. Step over, come up. Step over, come up. Hop over, hop up. Here we go. We've already started. Keep it going, keep it going. Over, up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, those get me every time. Nice work. We have the knee drives, okay? Get into that squat tap back position. Keep the weight on the leg that stays underneath you. You're going to balance on this leg, right? I'm not moving this leg, I'm moving around it. So that leg needs to stay under you to stabilize. I need to run more. Ready, knee drives. Tap back, go. Drive, drive, here we go. Nice and powerful movements here. 3, 2, 1, right into the other side. Ready, tap that leg back. Go. Rely on your breathing. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good work. You're in for another breathe break, water break. Remember, it's only 30 seconds, so don't go chugging water, especially since you're jumping around. Whoo! Round 2 flying by. We have round 3 in a few seconds. Try to get your breathing under control as much as you can. Return to the edge of your mat for round 3. First exercise again, inchworm into the world's greatest. Ready, fast and furious, then it's over with, right? I promise it slows down a little bit for the next circuit, so you have that to look forward to. Round 3, begin, inch out, high plank, world's greatest. By now you're feeling that stretch a little less intensely because everything's starting to warm up. Should already be warm, but you know what I meant. Inch out, number 2. Both sides, inch back. Last one. Return to standing. Take a quick breath. We have the ice skaters next. Side to side, reaching up. Ready? Go. You step and reach. Step and reach. Hop over, hop up. Here we go, here we go. Push it here, it's your last time through. You know the move now, let's go. Three, 2, 1. Way to finish it out all the way to the last second. Good job. Woo! We've got those knee drives again, okay? So get into that squat tap back position. Extend the leg out. Reach your arm up. Go, go, go. Keep that pace. For 3, 2, 1, return. Switch sides, fast and furious, let's go. Go. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. You can grab some water because you get a little bit longer than 30 seconds of rest as I explain the next 3 exercises. You know you're doing it right when your hair is just sticking up everywhere. Woo! All right, next 3. Look at me while you take your breathers. We have 3 exercises. I'm getting repetitive now. First one we're gonna do is a sumo squat. So you're gonna get your feet wider than they are in a typical squat and point your toes out. Not drastically, just wider than they would be in a regular squat. You're then gonna keep your chest relatively elevated and keep your knees tracking over your second toe. I don't want your legs so wide that when you come down, your knees are inside your feet. If you can't seem to get your knees to go out of your toes, lessen the stance, okay? This knees over toes is correct in this position. I'll do it from the side. So toes are slightly pointed out, torso stays relatively upright, knees go out, and we come back up. It is okay if you're not getting that low. It's okay if it looks more like this. You'll get there. You're gonna feel those a lot on the inside of your thighs. And as we stand up and squeeze our glutes, you'll feel outside of your thighs and glutes. Second exercise, you're gonna narrow that stance right up to more narrow than a squat. We're gonna call these a half squat. So you're gonna squat down, basically loading your hips to stand up onto your tiptoes. So you're gonna go squat to tiptoes, okay? In my head, I say it like this: heels, toes. It's a perfect example of what's gonna happen when you get up there, so don't shoot up super fast. You're gonna go from your heels, and that weight transference as you stand up and go to your toes is going to make you a little wobbly. Just warning you. We're gonna do that one. Remember, all of these are timed. Third one, we're gonna take it down into a plank on your elbows. And if this is hard enough, we're gonna stay right here, because trust me, planks are hard enough. If you want, we're gonna add some movement to it. You're gonna walk your feet out, out, in, out, out, in. I just find that adding some movement to the plank makes it go by a little faster, so that's what we do. However, if you don't feel like you can control that movement, just stay in that plank and build your core strength. Remember, we are going for quality movement when it comes to the core over the quantity of what we do. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna start with the sumo squats. Ready? Bring your feet out, nice and wide, point your toes. Go, chest stays up, knees track over your toes. Don't let them come in on you. It's like we're a frog swimming in the water, or a ballerina. I'm done, those are all of my, you might feel like something else, that's fine. Make sure it's graceful though. 10 seconds here, good work. Squeeze your legs up at the top, pushing your legs into your hips if that makes sense. 2, 1, rest. We're gonna narrow that stance. Go into that little half squat, ready? Go, load your hips back, come up onto your toes. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Here we go. Like jumping without physically leaving the ground. Find your control, unlike me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Yeah, that gets the quads going. We're hitting them wide and narrow, so you'll feel the entirety of the leg there. Good. Go onto the ground. In that plank position, elbow right under shoulder. Chest right over elbows, hips are down. Start. If you have control, let's walk your leg out, out, in, out, out, in. You can hold this plank. We are halfway there. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, I told you the intensity went down in this circuit. I didn't say it completely, nixed, but we're gonna feel those legs after this. Take a breather. I'm again timing your rest. We'll start at the top with the sumo squats in about 20 seconds. Since the first hit, we've decreased our rest time and increase the number of exercises we're doing in about the same time as the first HIIT. Those are good marks of progress because you don't think about those being progress, but being faster at something is obviously means you're getting better and stronger at it. Round 2 is starting now. Get back to your mat. We have sumo squats, so get those legs nice and wide. Point your toes, and go. Plie. I was not a ballerina. I think you have to go up onto your toes. Squat down, keeping that chest up, and extend up at the top, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your legs into your hips. These don't have to be fast. Make them controlled. 5 seconds. 2, 1, good. Narrow your stance. Squat to calf raise. Ready? Go. Half squat. Heels to toes. Heels to toes, like we're jumping off the ground. Oh, I cannot find my balance. Here we go. Stay strong here. Stay strong. Keep that pace. Go. Go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We'll rest when we're done. Come on, go down into the plank. Ready, plank. And walk those feet out if you can. Out, out, in. Out, out, in. We're already halfway. Stay strong. Chest stays over your elbows. Whoa. Everybody rest. Sorry, no countdown that time. I'm also fatiguing. We have a rest break, a water break, and then we start the third and final round of that circuit. Woo! Take your breathers. Good, you'll need to join me at the starting position for sumo squats in about 5 seconds. Make your way there. Round 3, who's ready? Even if you're not, it's coming at you. Let's do it. Nice and wide through your feet. Go with the sumo squats. Third round, you know what to expect. Push yourself as much as you can. Here we go. Halfway, stay strong. Woo, doggy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that stance right in. Squat to calf raise. Ready, go. Half squat, calf raise. Load your hips, fly away. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Here we go. I know it burns. You're almost done with quads, I promise. 5, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, shake it out. Shake it out. Bring it to the ground. We have one more plank. One more of these planks. I shouldn't lie to you. Bring it on down. Start your plank. Go. If you can, walk it in, walk it out, walk it in. Out, out, in with your toes. Chest stays over your elbows, keeping that butt down. 5 seconds, come on. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Everybody rest. Big collective inhale and exhale. We only have core next. Yay! Core is the last thing, so the end is in sight. Give you a couple seconds extra before we go to the next 3. Let me explain them. So while you're having your water, eyes on me. We're gonna go into a glute bridge. We're gonna hold the top of the glute bridge, and we're gonna do what's called a glute bridge march. So you're gonna come to the top, and you're gonna march your legs back and forth, keeping your torso straight, right? I'm not raising my knees so high that it's making my torso bend, okay? So we're gonna keep our core tight, especially the lower abs, and pull our leg up and bring it back down. Back and forth here. That's a march. We're then gonna flip over into a plank again. It's the last one, I promise. We're gonna saw back and forth, which just means your body becomes like a saw. You're gonna push up onto your toes and rock back, like you're sawing a piece of wood with your belly button. Back and forth here. Whew, those are fun. Third and final exercise is a per side exercise. I don't know what that was. You're gonna be on your elbow and on your bottom knee bent. We're gonna come up into that side plank. Remember, knee needs to be in line with the rest of your body here. Elbow is directly under shoulder. We're gonna hold this position and raise our leg up and back down as much as we can. Again, we're not compromising where our hip is. We're not reaching so high that it compromises the position of our hip. We're gonna do that all on one side, and then halfway through, we'll switch sides and do the other side. Join me. We've got our glute bridge marches first. On the mat, on your back. Everything is timed, just follow my voice. I'm sorry if you're sick of listening to me. I'll probably be sick of listening to me too. Ready? Round one. Start by bridging your hips into the air. Squeeze those glutes and go. March back and forth. Again, don't raise your hips, your legs so high that it compromises where your hips are. You can put your hands on your hips, make sure they're not moving, or sinking, I should say. 10 seconds here. This is a very easy exercise to not think about your core, so make sure you're actively engaging it. Rest. Flip over onto your tummy. We've got our plank saws next. Again, you can just hold the plank, but I'd like you to at least try moving through your toes. Ready? Plank and saw back and forth. So if your belly button has a really sharp knife on it, you're trying to saw through a rope or a log. Back and forth. You're also pushing up into your shoulders. You will feel those muscles working as well. 3, 2, 1, rest. Easy peasy. Third and final of this round, put the elbow directly under the shoulder. Knee will be in line with your hips. Push up into that plank. And lift your leg if you can. I want the bottom knee bent, even if you are capable of doing the side plank with both legs straight, because this is going to be very focused on glute and oblique. We're switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. You can turn around. Ready? Knee in line with hip. Elbow directly under shoulder. Go. Again, keep your core tight here. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. I have a little surprise for you. Core doesn't get the heart rate going too much, so we're gonna go right back into those marches, okay? Round 2 coming at you right now. Get onto your back. I told you we're pushing it, right? It's week 3. Bridge. Again, hold that lower abdomen tight as you pull your leg up. The more you focus on it, the better in control you'll be. It'd be very easy to just be over here flopping all around. No willy-nilly. Back and forth. This does not have to be fast. In fact, the slower the better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Flip over. Hopefully your floor is clean. We're rolling around on a lot today. We've got that plank ready. On your elbows. Go. Sawing back and forth. Only 20 seconds, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, rest. Well, kind of rest. Come into that side plank for some rest. Ready? Side plank. Come up before you start moving, okay? Come into that side plank, begin. Make sure everything is in a nice straight line, head to toe, and then we lift the leg. Here we go. Keep the ribs down, don't arch your back here. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Get situated, up, and go. Good work, everyone, good work. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Quick sip of water if you need it. And we're gonna go right in for round 3. It doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Remember, we are almost done, so you can push it because then you're done for the day. 35-ish, 37-ish seconds. Join me for the third round. We've got glute marches to start it. Ready? Bridge. And go. March back and forth. Hold your core tight. Ten seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Plank saw, into that plank, ready. Come on. Go. Up on the toes, push into the elbows, the shoulders, and back into the toes. Sawing back and forth. Stay strong, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, we're right at the end. Roll right onto your side and plank it out. Side plank, that is. Go. Lift the leg if you can. For 3, 2, 1. Switch sides here, ladies, you're almost there. Ready? Go. Remember to start in that plank before you start lifting the leg. Last thing, stay strong, don't cheat it. 5, 4, 2, and 1. And you've done it. Remember, you're doing this on your own next week, and if you missed this week, you're doing it this week as well. Good work, ladies. I will see you for the last week of our workouts very soon. Have a good night, day, whatever time of day it is. Have a good one of those. Bye.